Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers on Sunday Night Primetime.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. Great coverage there by the kick team. He's down inside the 10-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And this will wind up a Niners first down as we'll get this up to the 20.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Second and 10.
And 10 at the 20-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time, and it'll be third down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Over the middle and taken in. He's got it. They get 14 on that hookup. It's good for a Niners first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did.
And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, 49. McCaffrey. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 4. Throwing is Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle on the right side. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Brings up third and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And the Falcons are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive. Pitts is the man in motion. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Moving outside the pocket, and he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On third down, Penix. Open man is Tommy Molasses. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation. On the plus side of the 50, I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game. They convert on fourth down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
He'll look London's way again. That's complete again. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9, nice pitch and catch on first down.
Brings up second.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest.
And he will score! Kyle Pitts, touchdown Falcons. That his first touchdown this year.
Well, Mike, I know I might be a little biased toward the position, but I'm happy to see them go his way early on National Tight Ends Day. And, of course, they're happy to go his way early and often in just about anything.
Koo able to add the extra point, and the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Purdy. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 14 yards on that pass play there. It's good for a Niners first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here we go.
Purdy now on 2nd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Falcons with the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. It is 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Penix. He fires downfield for Pitts. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 37 yards. They'll come up here. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's to Mooney, complete right side. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
To throw again, it's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Again, it's Penix. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Nick Bosa. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here is Penix. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 32 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And a lefty Penix on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, you're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Mooney in motion. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. That's caught left side by Pitts. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That's hit 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down. They'll throw. It's Penix. This one caught at the 4. And he's into the end zone. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. On is Koo for the point after. It's up And good. And the Falcons move out on top, 14-0.
49ers nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
We'll go play action. Purdy. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Get set.
Again, it's Purdy. Failed to assert the screen to McCaffrey. And nice work after the catch. He stops a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, 49ers.
And the 49ers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Outside. Watch out.
They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Purdy works out of the pistol. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk.
I think this is one of those interceptions, Mike, that when the ball left his hand, he simply just didn't even see the corner. And now they're playing what they call cover 3. So that corner, he's responsible for the deep outside 3rd of the field. And he's just playing in space, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he just threw it right to him.
Throw on the run is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 37 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. For the left side, he gets that to Mooney. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get it to the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 2nd down, Penix. That one is caught by Mooney. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's the lefty Penix. That is pulled in at the 5. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal. Plant. It's Penix. On the run to the right. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
While he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. Once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing again, it's Penix. And he will score again. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. Here's Coop for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons will take themselves to a 21-0 lead.
49ers nothing. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A return now from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Shotgun snap to Purdy. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Purdy now on second down. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And the Falcons will take over possession here at the 44.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, go some ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game. What a way to close out the half. Like they essentially stole 3 points right before the break, and I think that's something they can build on at halftime and give them some positive momentum coming out for the second half.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here comes a return from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Start on the ground with Robinson. This will be a short pickup to about the 30. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Here's a second and 9. Looking to throw. It's Penix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On third down, Penix. Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. 11 yards on the connection there. First down, Atlanta.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
From the gun on third down, here's Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. It's 2nd down. To throw again, it's Penix. That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Again, it's Penix. That is caught at the 3. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Gonna throw again. And he'll take it on in. It's Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Quick slant. This is caught by Pearson. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 15 yards.
15-yard pickup there. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing again is Purdy. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Back to the air again is Purdy. Finding his tight end, Farrell. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Get set. Get set.
To throw once more, it's Purdy. Short one there, caught by Kittle. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Now it is first and goal.
49er. First down and goal to go.
Here's Purdy again. And he's in. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, San Francisco. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers are able to cut into the deficit.
49ers 10.
Out now is the punter, Morstead. Following the touchdown, he sends this away. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On play action, Penix. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Renardo Green there to bring him down. Second down, they need 7.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's Penix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Third and 7. Pitts is the man in motion. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He fires downfield for Pitts. And he's into the end zone yet again. Kyle Pitts, touchdown Falcons. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone.
The kick is good.
So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. A first down throw for Purdy. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. On to the 4th quarter we go. It begins with a McCaffrey run. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down. Now Purdy. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down. It's a gain of 12 facing 4th down.
That's good.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. A big-time play for the Niners. 47 yards.
And at this point in the game, trailing by this much, you're just trying to get something positive going. And even if it doesn't alter the outcome of this week's game, Mike, you're trying to build on some things that you can take into next week's practice, build off of and learn from, and hopefully carry into next week's game to hopefully have a lot better performance, especially here offensively.
It's a gain of a yard.
On second down, Purdy. That is caught, and he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Half yard, that's all they need on this 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
And goal.
Here's Purdy. And that is caught. On 4th and goal. Got it. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown. 49ers. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Purdy and the 49ers will try to get 2 more.
The 49ers.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
With down 3 scores, and it's late, they're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the Hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
On the give, it's Robinson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. Brings up
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 7. You're going to go play action with Penix. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. Not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
Quick throw on the RPO, and he gets it to Mooney. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
at the 16-yard line.
Now Penix. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one, a first down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and
he's not going to be able to get away. Might lose a yard. They've got him back at the 2. Nick Bosa, his second sack tonight. Number 5 for him now on the year. From back at the 2 now, here's second and goal. Throwing is Penix. No chance at all. He'll go down. Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's 3rd and goal. They'll throw. It's Penix. It is brought in the end zone. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Outside. 18. Start.
He'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
A loss of 2. Brings up
Throwing on second down is Purdy.
22-yard line.
And that ball Pearsall, the intended receiver. And now it's going to be third down.
Jalen Walker on the coverage.
It's it. 18. Watch out.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's going to be caught.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
We'll try the right side with Robinson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
19 Tiger.
Another run here for Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Rolling right. He'll let this go toward the end zone. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down. Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. Koo's kick is good. And the Falcons add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone.
Ricky Pearsall.
Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
First and 10. And they're on 17-yard line.
Get set. 18. Watch out.
1st and 10 for Purdy. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Tennessee.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
On is Koo for the point after. It's up and through. And the Falcons stretch things out even further. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. To return is Ricky Pearsall. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Weighing out, and he made the catch. What a play. The Niners use the first of their timeouts.
Gain of 15 yards. And the 49er first down.
One last shot now for Purdy. Moving to his right. He'll let one go downfield for Jennings. And the final throw of the game It's a win for the visiting Falcons. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory.